Hello and welcome to this bank holiday weekend vlog. It is the 3rd of May here in the UK. It is a bank holiday weekend. We have 2 bank holidays in May, one at the start of the month and one at the end of the month. So yeah, bank holiday weekend. I've not read anything for May, hence the reason I'm starting this vlog today. But I am giving myself a big challenge for this bank holiday weekend. If you have seen my May TBR, you will know I have 14 books on it. So I plan to read at least 4 books this weekend to give myself an amazing attempt at finishing 14 books this month. So yeah, this will be a Friday evening to Monday evening vlog. The four books I'm thinking of reading are Everyone Here Is Lying by Shari LaPena, which is 384 pages long. It is a thriller mystery. The second book is Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abike Imide. This is 563 pages long. Book number 3 is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. This is 430 pages long. And book number 4 is American Fire by Monica Hesse, and this is 240 pages long. So, altogether, these 4 books come to, because I have it calculated, 1,617 pages. Now, all 14 books this month come to 5,500 pages. It's like 5,572 or something. So this would knock off like a fourth of the books that I need to, like a fourth of the amount of pages I need to read. If by some miracle I get to Sunday evening and I have read 3 books and I am nearly completing or at least halfway through book number 4, the 5th book I will be adding is The Revels by Stacey Thomas. And if I somehow read 5 books by Sunday evening, someone come and make sure I'm okay. This is 337 pages. So if we add that to our 1617, that would come to 1,954 pages read this weekend. So I realised I only gave you kind of the genre of book number 1. So, like I said, we have a crime/thriller/mystery. I didn't say crime, but it's thriller mystery. We have a YA mystery. We have another YA mystery. I have a feeling, actually, that this may be YA mystery horror. Potentially. It's a dark academia. I normally don't like dark academias, but I really like Farida's first book, Ace of Spades, so hopefully another one I like. Then we have, like I said, the thriller mystery from Miss Holly Jackson. And then we have what I believe is a non-fiction, but potentially written in a fiction, American Fire. And then we have historical thriller. Then we have a historical fiction, like, witchy book. So, yes. If I somehow read 5 books this bank holiday weekend, someone come and check on me, make sure I am okay, because your gal might be struggling on the Monday by that point. I don't aim to read that 5th book, The Revels. I don't. My aim is to read my first 4. Because if I do my whole 50 pages at like 50 page blocks, if I do like 10 hours, like 10 blocks each day, that's 1,500. Obviously I want to read more than that, like over 3 days, and then including whatever I read tonight. So I'd be there with my 1,617, which is 2 extra blocks. There is, luckily, I say luckily, there always is, reading sprints on YouTube this weekend, so they will be being used. However, I am not like doing anything else. Like saying that I want to read that much doesn't mean that I am not doing other things. Of course, I need to get my washing up to date because I'm stacking up even though I'm a single person. Drying up to date, ironing, get my little food shopping for next week. So yeah, and I can't read too late Monday because yeah, Gal's got a busy week next week with appointments. So yeah, but it is about 20 past 5 Friday. I'm gonna go pop tea in, and then as tea is cooking, start Everyone Here Is Lying, because I've realised my buzzword books, I always tend to leave them to last, and then like I struggle to finish them sometimes. So I want to get that to be book number 1 finished for me. But yeah, don't aim to finish 384 pages tonight. If I get to the halfway mark, which is 162, I'll be a happy gal. Cue me actually saying I've not started it tonight, or me saying I nearly finished. If I finish this tonight, again, someone come make sure I'm okay, please. But yeah, another thing I need to do this weekend, which is actually in my potential plan, well, my draft plan, I will say, for this weekend, is update Instagram with all my reviews, and actually update my book journal for this month, like my calendar for page count and stuff. So yeah, well, I'm a go, and I will update you probably tomorrow morning, but potentially tonight, with my progression with Everyone Here Is Lying. Hello, Friday evening, quick update, it's 10 to 10, I am 72% of the way through Everyone Here Is Lying. I have stopped for the evening at the end of a chapter where an apparent big revelation has just happened. And I think it is one massive big red herring. There is obviously a lot more information to come out. We've had a lot of reveals and confessions, and there's obviously a lot more to come out because we've had quite a few reveals, and there's, I'm not gonna lie, one that's making me feel a little uncomfortable if it is a lie. So again, there's obviously more to come out. I've got like 140 pages left. We're gonna find out hopefully what happens, but do you know when there's just something in the back of your head that's making you think, well, that I'm enjoying it, I'm enjoying this book? Something is hinting that this may not end in a way I'm happy with, which doesn't make sense, but makes sense. Basically, it's going to end it. I'm not going to be like, yeah, is that it? But we persevere. But we carry on. I will probably finish this in the morning because I've read the 240 pages in Steph's sprints. First 2 ones, which are 55 minutes each. I did 50 minutes each, so 240 pages in 100 minutes. Pretty good. So yeah, but I'm gonna go to bed, so I will update you tomorrow when I have finished. Hello, it's Saturday morning, it is 20 past 10. I finished Everyone Here Is Lying about half an hour ago. 4 stars. The ending. I'll just say the last chapter. I know I said I was a bit unsure of how this book would end, but let's just say I was happy with that ending, apart from the fact that that storyline was kind of just brushed over, let's just say. So yeah, that's the reason I gave it 4 stars, because that important little tidbit was kind of just brushed over. I was like, So if I wanted anything added to this book, it would be just the repercussions of that, and actually the repercussions in general. Yeah, so really, really liked it. Obviously, Shara LaPena is an author that I have said quite a few times. I forget I like till I see her book and then I pick it up. So I was really glad I pre-ordered this. I have 2 more Shara LaPena books on my TBR shelves, and I am so tempted to just get rid of 2 books off my TBR and pick them up. Actually lying, I'm tempted to change my whole TBR for me, but I'm not. I'm being good. So I really enjoyed, like I said, 4 stars. I've updated my reading journal. I've kind of realised that every buzzwordathon book has been a 4-star. So let's hope that trend continues. I will be starting now Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abika Iyimide. I hope to have this finished today. However, if I finish it tomorrow, I am not going to be upset because this is like 500 and something pages long. 563 pages long. So I'm going to chuck on some sprints, see how much I can read, but I do have things to do today. I have packages to pick up, I have some shopping to do, so I won't be spending all day reading, but if I can get at least half of this book read, happy Shelley. So yeah, I will update you later with my readings with that. Hello, Saturday evening update on Where Sleeping Girls Lie. I am 62% the way through this book. And don't I know it? There is so much, I'm gonna say, pointless stuff said in this, like just day-to-day dragging things that has no impact on this story. And I am bored of what I've read, well, some of what I've read. Don't get me wrong, the thriller storyline, really good. I don't know what to call it, between the 4 people, like cube romance, I don't know, it's not a love triangle, it's a love cube. It's stretching a little bit, but I'm enjoying ish, like 3/4 of it. Well, half that's there. But yeah, I need the 38% that is left to speed up, and I need to read it quicker because it's dragging me a little bit. At this moment, it is a 3-star because of the information that's just been added, and I know it's just for readers to get you in the environment, and you do feel like you are in this boarding school, that you know these people, you know these places really well. I don't need to know how many times someone's going to be in a place and descriptions of every little thing. And I'm really sorry, but this main character, I know I said I enjoyed it, she's been at this school for weeks now. She shouldn't be late anymore. She shouldn't be late to curfews and wondering if the head girl is a B word. Really? So yes, I'm gonna go to bed though. I've read 496 pages today, which is great. So hopefully tomorrow will be me finishing and hopefully starting and finishing another book. Fingers crossed. Hello, Sunday afternoon, it is 1 o'clock. Yes, I am in winter pyjamas, I don't care, it was cold last night. Just finished Where Sleeping Girls Lie. 4 stars. And it's such a little reason why it didn't get 5 stars, because this book is bloody good. There are trigger warnings in the front, and yes, I would adhere to them trigger warnings. The last 150 pages I flew through. Literally, I think I read them in about just over an hour. I want to say an hour and 5 minutes. The writing is so good in here, and the development of the characters is so well done. So well done. The ending, you get an ending, but maybe not the ending you want. However, I understand why it's that ending, because unfortunately that is what happens in these circles and then situations. But there was just too many pages that you didn't need in this book, in my opinion. You could have cut out at least 120 pages and you would still have had this amazing impact. And that is why it is a 4-star. Because I just felt so bogged down in the first, I'll be honest, 60%, that I didn't even want to continue this book this morning, I'm going to be honest. I literally woke up and was like, CBA finishing, let's DNF. And then I thought, no, it's a high rated 4-star book on Goodreads. You really enjoyed Ace of Spades, Michelle, just give this last 38% a chance. And I'm glad I did, because it was so much better than that first part I read, that I can't go over that, so I can't give it 5 stars, even though I really want to for the story, because it's so well written. The actual story itself and the development of these characters and the development, like I said, the last 150 pages, I want to give it 5 stars for that. I just can't, because there is so much that you read before it picked up where you were like, I didn't need all of that. You didn't need the descriptions of every single room, or the descriptions of day-to-day life going on for pages and pages and pages that had nothing to do with the storyline. So yeah, 4 stars. But I am on track to read 4 books this weekend. I am not pushing for that 5th book anymore. But I was, apologies for my watch, I just realised the door's open. I was going to pick up the reappearance of Rachel Price next, but I thought I don't want to jump from one YA thriller mystery to another YA thriller mystery. So I'm going to pick up American Fire instead. However, I'm not picking up straight away. I've got some stuff to do, as you can hear from the washer that's getting louder and louder. So yeah, I hope to have this finished by about 7 o'clock tonight. It is a non-fiction, but it is only 240 pages. So if I start about 2:30, giving myself like 4.5 hours to read 240 pages, should be more than enough, especially as it's not particularly small writing, but it's not particularly big writing. The chapters seem to be about 7 pages long, between 7 to 15 pages long. So I might be able to just skip through them all. You know what I mean? Just keep reading. But yeah, and then hopefully I'll tell you a little bit more about this book, because like I said, read the synopsis, it seems like I think it's a non-fiction. But yeah. But with it being a non-fiction, it's about a story that I don't really know much about. I've never heard of it. I don't honestly know why I put it on my TBR, like my to be bought list even, not even TBR. But I'm really glad I did, because reading the synopsis, I'm like, yeah, this really sounds like something I might like. So it's a story of arsons going over one rural county in America, about vigilante groups that sprang up, and how Monica Hesse, the author, investigated over 2 years and uncovered the motives. Yeah. Again, I don't know how I ended up on this book and putting it on my to be bought list, but I'm so glad I did. Hopefully I enjoy reading it, and then I'll read some more non-fiction. But this is me. Probably what happened. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be coming to you sometime about 7ish to tell you I finished and my thoughts. Hello, 8:10. Just finished American Fire. 3 stars. Monica Hesse's writing made what should have been a little town fire spree into something quite interesting. You could tell she'd interviewed the characters in the story, like majority of them, well, the people I should say. She knows how to write a good story. The tidbits about like the couple, like famous couples like Bonnie and Clyde and Ken and Barbie, I think, like the American couples who've like been on murder sprees. I get how she was trying to connect them to Charlie and Tonya, but really these weren't great big crime people. This was a man who, through years of drug use and fraud, had no self-confidence, was with a woman who had the confidence of a 20-something-year-old when she was in her 40s, who was very dominant, and it was, yeah, very clear that she ran this relationship. It wasn't, you know, that they weren't this great big couple. It was just that he wasn't giving her any. So to make sure she didn't leave him, he followed her rules of setting things on fire. Literally. No one died in these arson attacks. I think it was 60. I think it was 80 something in total, and there was just under 20 that was attached to Charlie, and 62 attached to Tonya. Sorry, should have said spoilers, but it's non-fiction. It's, you know, it's out there. So no one died, which is really good. I don't understand why there was this massive, it's gonna sound really callous, but this massive outrage. These were houses in rural America that were derelict, that no one had lived in for years. That is one thing I say, no one lived in for years. They were just left there. So there was like, oh my god, there's £300,000 worth of damage. Over 80 something buildings, that's not that bad. That's really good, actually. And I know that makes me sound really callous, but I don't get why there was, why, I don't get why there had to be some national press over it. They're small town criminals. You don't need this. And her at the end of this book find out that her new boyfriend was part of a church. She's just a manipulative again. But yeah, I give it 3 stars. It was an interesting read, just not for me, I will say. But book 3 done. I am going to start the reappearance of Rachel Price. It is over 500 pages, so I am not intending to read more than about 10% tonight, it's not going to lie. Not that I'm going to sleep early. So yeah, that sounds really random, but the World Relays are on, and even though I'm not the most athletic person, I quite enjoy watching athletics, so I'm going to watch that. But I'm also going to go catch up on some YouTube videos that I haven't been watching. But yeah, so I don't think the Revels will be read, but if I can get the reappearance of Rachel Price read by the end of tomorrow, I'll be a happy Shelley. But I will update you in the morrow with my current progression at that time into the reappearance of Rachel Price. I want to say it will be in the morning. This is me, you will most likely be in the afternoon, especially as the relays don't start till 5 to 12 because they're in the Bahamas. So yeah, I will update you then, and I also need to film my wrap-ups for first 3 months of the year, and also updating the Bookstagram, which will also mean update Goodreads. But I should have said book 19 of the year. So reading once I've read the reappearance of Rachel Price, I will be where I should be at the end of April. So I've caught up quite well. Hello, it's Monday afternoon. I'm updating you a little bit later than I planned, but let's just say woke up at 8, went to the toilet, came back, fell back asleep, and then didn't wake up again till about 11 o'clock. So I've literally just spent the past 3 hours watching some relays. Yes, I watched relays. I've done some washing. I brushed my teeth, washed my face. I'm still in pyjamas, or I'm having a very lazy today. There will be no rigorous filming done today because I feel like crap. But I did read some more of the reappearance of Rachel Price. When you take the cover off, you get this really nice naked hardback. I read 50 pages last night, and that is 11% of the book. I've read another 100 pages in the past 3 hours. Again, hasn't been my focus. So I'm now 33% of the way through. Rachel has reappeared, and our main character is very suspicious. I'm enjoying what I've read so far. It doesn't feel YA, and it doesn't feel NA. It just feels like a thriller or a mystery, well, I'll say mystery rather than thriller, which I'm quite enjoying. I expect it to be quite, well, compared to like the adult thrillers and mysteries I read, I expect it to be more juvenile, which is the wrong word but the right word, and it's not, and I'm really enjoying that. yeah, the characters are as well developed as they can be at this point in time. We've had a little bit of like, well, the main bit of this book up to this point has been the backstory and Rachel reappearing. But what we've had is what we kind of need, and there's going to be some more revelations, and there's part of me that thinks I might have guessed what the twist is going to be, or one of the twists. So yeah, really enjoying, like I said, really enjoying it, if I can get my words out. Not planning on like finishing by like 6 o'clock. I'm gonna chuck some sprints on, see how much I can read, and then update you. But yeah, like I said, I feel a bit shitty, so won't be filming my wrap up for January to March. But I am working from home tomorrow, so I might do that during my lunch instead. And apologies for 5 days worth of greasy hair, but like I said, I feel a bit crappy. Don't really want to get in a shower at this moment in time. But yeah, I'm not just staying in bed even though I want to. I am doing some stuff and like obviously reading stuff, but tangent anyway. So yeah, I'll update you tonight when I finish, because I'm determined to finish this tonight. But yeah, definitely not starting the Revels this weekend, which I'm a bit gutted by, but at the same time, 4 books read in 4 days. Very happy, Michelle, if I can get that done. Hello, 10 to 5. Just finished the reappearance of Rachel Price. Well, I say just, it was about 20 minutes ago. 4 stars. I really, really enjoyed this book. I thought it was well written. Like I said earlier, the characters, you had enough of their backgrounds to feel connections. The characters were well written. I was enjoying it. And then a sentence got dropped, I shall say. And in my head, I went, oh, I know how this is going to end. Now you might think, Michelle, that's a bit dramatic. You cannot have guessed how this book's going to end by one sentence. In the most non-spoilery way possible. But for those that have read this book, all I will say is yellow car. All I'm going to say. If you have read this book, if you remember it, you should know what that means. And I read that scene, and in my head, like I said, I went, oh. And then something else is said, and something else happens. And I was like, yeah, you've just cemented in my head how this book's going to end. And then the ending happens, and the revelations happen, and I was like, yep. I guessed. Now, that isn't against Holly as a writer at all. I love A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have 5 Survive on my TBR shelves ready to write. I enjoy her writing. I think with me, because I've read quite a few thrillers, I kind of saw it. I kind of know how to... I know what to look out for, if that makes sense. And yeah, in my little head I went, yeah. And as more things are said and revealed, I was like, yep. So yeah, 4 stars. But book 20 done. I am up to date with where I should have been for my goal of 60 books of the year by the end of April. So I'm a happy bunny. I know I said I wasn't going to start the Revels. I am going to start the Revels. Just because I'm feeling a self-care kind of night. I am not planning on finishing the Revels tonight. This is a 337 page book. I'm going to give myself an hour off to have tea, wash up, stuff like that, and then start at 6. I'm not going to finish 337 pages before 9 o'clock when I'm ready to go to bed. So the aim is I will come to you at about 8:45, 10 to 9 to say how far I've gone through, and then give you a roundup of how many pages I have read in this bank holiday reading sprint challenge thing. Yeah. The reason I don't plan or think I will finish this book before I go to bed tonight is because it's historical fiction, and I tend to read them a lot slower, and spread it over 2 days or 3, well, 2, which I won't be mad at. So yeah, that's my plan. Let's see if that happens. And hopefully, if you're on my channel, my last reading vlog should have gone live today. So let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna go have tea, and then I'll update you tonight with how far, and then thoughts of the weekend. And yes, the thumbnail will look different. I'm not taking a thumbnail in my pajamas. Not happening. Hello. So to wrap up this bank holiday vlog, I did start the Revels. I've read 43 pages, so definitely going to be the first book to finish next week. Most likely going to be by Wednesday, Thursday, let's say. But a good reading weekend. I am 4 books down in my May reading. I can't speak. 3 4-stars and 1 3-star, which isn't bad. I read the 4 books that I wanted to read. The Revels were just going to be an extra if I got round to it. So I have just done a quick calculation. I have read 1,666 pages this weekend. That is really good. That leaves me just under 3,000 pages left to read off my TBR for May. And we're only on the 6th of May. So that's really good. So yeah, if I read about 100 to 150 pages a day now, I should get to my goal. But yeah, a good bank holiday weekend. I have a week off coming up at the end of May. Will I do something like this again? Most likely then, because I'll probably be behind, but that's for future Michelle. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one, bye.